Hi guys. C-Drama greets you. For thousands of years Ayin has walked through the Huangquan Road again and again, over and over again, but she has never been able to remember who she was before she became the female ghost Ayin. The last tribulation was crucial to Ayin, and it was also extremely dangerous. With her current soul power it was very likely that she would not be able to survive it. And she happened to see Kuching at this time, but she was in an invisible state and did not interact with Kuching. Meet head-on. Hong Yi stayed in the mortal world for 1,000 years, and Yan Shuang accompanied him for 1,000 years. Seeing that the Peacock clan was prosperous and the Eagle clan was repeatedly marginalized, the Eagle King wanted to retire and sent someone to find his daughter to take over the throne. However, Yan Shuang couldn't let go of Hong Yi and begged his uncle to give him more time. Hong Yi was still immersed in the pain of losing Ayin, and came to drink to drown his sorrows every day, until he heard the news from Sanshengshi and rushed there immediately. Go to Yuming realm. Kuching heard the conversation between Sanshengshi and Hong Yi and learned that Ayin's remnant soul was weak and might not be able to survive the last tribulation. Even though Ayin and others repeatedly tried to persuade Ayin to stay, saying that they would find a better life for Ayin rejected everyone's kindness and jumped directly into the pool of rebirth. Upon seeing this, Kuching reached out and grabbed Ayin, wanting to reincarnate with her, but Ayin actually let go of his hand. After returning to Huangquan Road, Zayuan saw the snow lotus gradually withering, and lamented that Ayin's spiritual power was almost exhausted, and he was afraid that there would be more misfortune. Kuching didn't want to watch Ayin disappear anymore, so he kept pouring spiritual power into the snow lotus, and even took out a bit of his own immortal energy. Unfortunately, it still didn't help. In the end, the snow lotus turned into nothingness, making him unable to feel Ayin's soul seal at all. Heartbroken. In the days that followed, Kuching was recuperating from his injuries in the main hall. When Sword Spirit had nothing to do, he would go find the water condensing beast to play with, only to find that the water condensing beast had successfully transformed and had grown into a graceful girl. The Sword Spirit was so happy that he urged Ayu to go to Kuching. However, when Kuching saw Ayu, he missed Ayin even more and became even more melancholy. Ayu advised Kuching not to be so decadent, but to cheer up and clear his sister's grievances. Sure enough, Kuching became much more sober. When Hua Shu heard that her maid had come to report that Ayin had no chance of surviving, she couldn't help but feel very happy and tried to seduce Kuching to become the Emperor of Heaven and take control of the entire fairy world. On the other hand, Fang Ming wanted to take advantage of Fang Yuan's retreat overseas and consider himself a powerful person, and discussed with the elders to hold a meeting of hundreds of birds to pay homage to the phoenix, so as to suppress the limelight of the Peacock clan and highlight the status of the Fang clan. Just when Fang Ming was about to recommend himself for this great job, suddenly a sound of Fang Ming came. Everyone was shocked and happy, and they all went to the sycamore tree. Since the elders of the Phoenix clan, hundreds of phoenixes have been flying around and singing in the 9 heavens. These wonders, along with the news of little Phoenix Lords Nirvana and rebirth, spread throughout the 3 realms of immortals, monsters, and Yuming in one day. After hearing the news, Fang Yuan ended her retreat early and came back to visit her apprentice in person. She was surprised to find that Feng Yin had changed a lot. Her eyes seemed to have seen the loneliness and depth of the world. She was not as charming and funny as before. She had been promoted to a demigod. The monarch's power is not inferior to his own. Feng Yuan was suspicious of Feng Yin's change and finally found an opportunity to ask. Feng Yin bluntly said that it was caused by the calamities that had occurred over the past thousands of years, and the memories of each life were still there. In fact, Feng Yuan's biggest doubt is Feng Yin's demigod power. It is not uncommon for gods to descend to earth to survive tribulations in the past, but even the few true gods in the god realm who descended to earth have never been able to do so, let alone her incarnation. It is really incredible that God has not sent down a thunderstorm. Thinking of this, Feng Yuan felt a little happy, and immediately decided to pass the position of Feng Huang to Feng Yin, and let her lead the Feng clan. In order to make Kuching happy, Ayu hung around him all day long, and accidentally broke the fire phoenix jade. Worried that Kuching would punish him, he ran down to the mortal world to hide. Unexpectedly, he was attacked by a masked man. Fortunately, Hong Yi took action at the critical moment and Kuching arrived in time. Kuching checked the breath and found that it was the work of a possessed immortal, and he had always suspected that someone in heaven was colluding with King Lin. Because of this, when he returned to Qingxi Palace in Kuching, he worked day and night to refine Yunzu, almost depleting his source of chaos and becoming extremely weak. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.